In this video, I'm going to show you how to play Sorare's brand new NBA game and how you can get started with 20 free cards so that you can compete to win prizes such as digital collectibles and in real life NBA experiences. So we'll head over to Sorare's website. I will leave a link for it down below. Find the NBA game and play now. And we're going to create an account with our username. I'm going with Sixers fan number 3 for Allen Iverson, one of the greatest to ever do it. And we're going to be able to select an MVP level card. I was hoping to see Jokic as an option, back-to-back MVP, or maybe Ja Morant, who's the most exciting player in the NBA. But luckily, Steph Curry is an option, the greatest shooter of all time. So I'm going to select Steph Curry. Something to note is that when selecting cards in this game, you also have to think about health and longevity, because there may be a good player that you want, but maybe that player gets injured often, or maybe they're near the end of their career and they won't be playing as much. So over here, I'm going to select Steph Curry. And the cards that we are claiming right now are common cards, but there are different scarcity levels. For each player, there's an unlimited amount of common cards, 5,000 limited cards, 1,000 rare cards, 100 super rare cards, and 1 unique cards for each season. And the common cards cannot be bought or sold, but they can be used to enter competitions to win limited and rare cards that can be bought and sold in the aftermarket. So we claimed our MVP level card. Now let's go ahead and claim the rest. DeMar DeRozan, I like that. Klay Thompson, let's go. Tobias Harris, Sixers fan, I'll take it. So I claim my free cards and continue. So you can win scarce cards or you can buy them from the market. And with my affiliate link down below, you'll get a free limited scarcity card after you purchase 5 from auction. But we'll get to that later in the video. For now, let's enter some competitions. And we're going to head over to play and upcoming, and we can see all of the upcoming tournaments, and it will show us the name of the tournament and the scarcity level needed to enter. So for example, common contender and common champion, we need common cards to enter, which we have. It also shows the points cap, which I will show you how it works as we edit our lineup. And then it also shows us the rewards. So 100% of participants in common contender will win another common card. And then in common champion, there will be common cards as prizes, but also limited scarcity cards. So if we click on this competition, it will show us the requirements to enter and also the prize pool. So winners 1 to 3 will get a limited tier 1 card. And then for example, winners 4 to 125 will get a limited card, but tier 2. And even if you score at the bottom percentile, you will still receive a common card from tier 1, tier 3, tier 4, or tier 5. So let's go ahead and register our team. So for this tournament, of course, we're going to select our best player first. So Stephen Curry. And you'll notice he is the MVP of this lineup. The MVP will not add to the point cap. So we can see we have 120 points left. So for example, if we select DeMar DeRozan, we can see it's deducted from our point gap. And how are these points calculated? These numbers that we're looking at in blue, this is their 10-game average. And how are the points calculated? Let's go ahead and take a look. So this is the scoring system for Sorare NBA. Points get you 1 point, rebound 1.2, assist 1.5, block 3, steal 3, turnover -2. Watch out for Russell Westbrook. Made a 3-pointer, that's an additional 1. So if you make a 3-pointer, you get 3 points plus 1, double-double 1, triple-double 1. So of course, players that do everything across the board are usually the best players. Those are guys like Jokic, Joel Embiid, Ja Morant, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James. So let's finish this lineup without going over the point cap. So we're gonna go with Obi Toppin, Klay Thompson, and we have 23 points remaining. And something important to note is that when you choose players, here's a tip. If a player has 2 games and they're comparable to another player that's playing 1 game, it's better to go with the player playing 2 games because not both of their games will add to these points, but instead they'll play 2 games and whichever game is played better will add to our team. Whereas someone who's only playing 1 game, they basically get 1 chance. So if I'm looking at Patrick Beverley, who's playing 2 games versus these players that are only playing 1 game, it's a no-brainer. I'm gonna go ahead and select Patrick Beverley. So here's my lineup and we're going to submit. And two important things about our lineups. Number one, the same player can't be used twice in the same lineup. So if we have a limited Steph Curry and a rare Steph Curry, we can only play one in that lineup. And number two, a lineup must consist of at least 2 NBA teams. So I can't make a lineup that is only Golden State Warrior players. And all of these competitions run twice a week, Monday to Thursday and Friday to Sunday. And make sure to lock in your lineups at least 10 minutes before the first game starts. For example, if we went to enter this competition and the first game in this competition starts at, let's say, 7:10 p.m., we have to have our lineups ready by at least 7 o'clock. After that, it will lock up. And over time, as you get better and compete, you can start winning more scarce cards that you can buy and sell in the aftermarket. And also, these cards will make your lineup stronger. Or you can also get them directly from the market. So we're going to head over to market, and you'll see there are new cards and manager sales. So let's focus on this one first. These new cards are directly from Sorare. They don't set a price. They leave it up for auction, and they let the free market decide. And you can sort it by ending soon, newly listed, highest price, and lowest price. And there will be a countdown of when the auction ends. And when you go ahead and bid on these collectibles, you'll notice you can pay with a credit card or you can pay with Ethereum by first connecting your wallet. If you want to connect your Ethereum wallet, head over to the wallet in the upper right corner, select connect your wallet, enter the amount you want to deposit, and sign the transaction. Or you can keep it simple with a credit card. And there are filters so you can get what you're looking for. Maybe you only want limited cards to enter a limited tournament. You can select limited, or maybe you want rare cards. And then maybe, for example, you're looking for a more star level player. So you can go to their 10 game average and you can bump that up to, let's say, 45. And it will show you good players. And you'll see a filter here for age. This is important. The reason why is because these are collectibles that you fully own and you can use them in the future season. So you might get a player like LeBron who's really good. He'll probably help you win a lot of games, but you also have to think about how much longer will LeBron James be playing, as opposed to Luka Doncic, who is really good and probably has many years left in the NBA. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. So this is something to consider when purchasing collectibles for the long run. You can also search for players directly in the upper right corner. So we'll look for LeBron James. It shows a description of their latest scores and their upcoming games, and also the cards that are on the market. And for each player, there are 2 things that can make a card more rare. So if we look at any of these LeBron James cards, we can see it shows the year, the Lakers logo, and the serial number and year 1 edition. But if you get a card that is the first serial number in that collection, you'll see it's highlighted. Or if you get a serial number that matches the player's jersey over here, that's number 6, you'll see that it's highlighted as well, making it more rare. And when it comes to these auctions, there's no release schedule. So Sorare may have a unique or super rare card for a star player released at any moment. And if you do come across a player that you see on auction, but it's not near the end of the auction, but you want to keep an eye on them, you can heart them, add them to your favorites, and come back to them later. And with my affiliate link down below, you will get a free limited card after purchasing 5 players from auction. And if you do use that link, I really do appreciate it. It helps support the channel and allows me to continue making content. And the other way to purchase cards is through manager sales. This is not from Sorare. This is when you buy cards from other players in the game. And when it comes to these cards, don't just buy every star card, because when we enter lineups, we can't have a lineup of LeBron James, Luka, Giannis, Steph, Joel Embiid, because it's going to go over the point cap. So when we create teams on Sorare NBA Fantasy, we want it to be a balanced team. And when we're going through manager sales, same thing, you can filter it by scarcity level, price, 10 game average, and so on. And when it comes to these players, make sure to not overpay, because these prices are not being set by the market. These are being set by individuals. If we go to the filter for highest price, we can see that people in Sorare will list these players at ridiculous high prices. Of course, it's not worth it. So make sure you don't overpay. And how do you know what the average price of a card is? Well, we can use sorardata. Not only does it show the players with top scoring, it also shows their 3-day average. For example, with Giannis, the limited value 3-day average is 0.23 ETH. It shows the rare value and the super rare value over the last 3 days. And we still have common cards left. So let's enter this competition for common contender. I'll select Tobias Harris. We can see that the point cap is being deducted. So with my remaining cards that I did not enter in the previous competition, this is the lineup that I set. I will submit. And every time you play your cards, they gain XP, experience points. And even the cards that you don't play, you can enter them into training so that they can earn XP. So there's no point cap here. You can select any 5 players and then submit. And for XP points, limited cards have a plus 5% in the current season. Rare cards have a plus 15%. Super rare cards have a plus 25%. And unique cards have a plus 45%. By collecting XP points, this makes your players stronger and helps you in future matches. And you'll see there are several other competitions. For example, if we look at limited contender, you'll need 5 limited cards to enter this competition. And we can see, of course, the prizes are a lot better, with people winning limited cards from tier 1 players all the way to tier 5 players. Then we have the rare contender competition. Over here, you'll need at least 3 rare cards and then limited cards to enter this competition. And of course, these prizes are even better. And there will be more competitions coming soon. And the prizes for Sorare NBA are not just digital collectibles that you can buy and sell in the aftermarket. They will also be awarding in real life NBA experiences, such as tickets to games, jerseys, and other experience-based prizes. And the reason they're able to do this is because they are officially partnered with the NBA. For example, on Twitter, they gave away a basketball signed by Karl Anthony Towns. They also had a giveaway for tickets to an NBA game. So if you want to play NBA Sorare and claim your free cards in order to compete for prizes, go ahead and sign up with the link right here or down below. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.